Coach Stacy, how are you? I hope this finds you super happy, joyful. Look at these lines right here, guys. That tells you, that alone should tell you guys that joy is a choice. I call these my WTF lines. We're not going to get into the meaning of that because this video is designed to help you know what are the next step strategy. Have you ever heard of next step strategy? Seriously. That's what I'm going to give you your power back on today. It's Mindset Thursday. It's Mindset Thursday, guys. I don't know what kind of energy is around you each day, but when you come here, it better be a positive energy. That's what I always try to bring you. So here we go. Next step strategy. So have you ever set a goal and immediately you think, well, that requires action. And so our first thought is, it must require more action. I'm going to have to do more than what I'm already doing. Not necessarily. You guys know I preach this. It's not always about doing more. It's about doing the right actions. So I would say my biggest tip is if taking action feels confusing because you don't know what you don't know, if it starts to feel so weighty that you have anxiety over it, your thoughts are spinning, you're lacking the ability to find clarity or to know what to do next, or you feel your own rate of perceived exertion towards your goal is high and you don't feel like it matches the results you're seeing, you need to talk to me. Because I would tell you the biggest thing on next step strategy is it's not always a huge act, like a big action, like a big leap. Sometimes it is, but sometimes a small action is absolutely okay. You know what I think is more than okay though? A logical next step action. Why do I like logical processing? Because that's probably my default and my skill set, but I feel like it holds more weight because it implies the idea that you've either collaborated with some kind of resource or information, that you've talked to a coach who knows what they're talking about, so the resource is strong. You logically gathered and gained some facts so that we know that the trajectory or step forward is got a little bit of a stronger base, because facts backed it up. Like we had an ability to get information from somewhere to know what step to take first. And I'm assuming that led you to take steps in the right direction. Because just taking a random step doesn't mean it's in the right direction, right? So that's where I wanted to get you on here quickly and say, what is next step strategy then? It's designed, I think, so that you don't feel overwhelmed. All those weighty feelings I just described, that anxiety shouldn't really be there. And if it is, let me help. Let your H45 Connect peers help because we're all on this journey together. The reason I might offer some help, I'm not going to say more valuable, because when we're in the trenches doing this together, you guys, you offer such value to me, to you, to your peers here at H45.CLUB, your virtual fitness club. You're valuable. When you engage with us and you share your struggle or share your win, it is very encouraging to all of us because then we know we're not alone. Because it's a human condition. It's not a failure. It's not a whatever. It's not small. Hey, small steps for me, in actuality, if I'm not judging them, might be big steps. And I'm just judging that it's small because maybe it's so easy for everyone else to do it, but it's not easy for me. Or maybe what used to be easy for us has somehow became harder for whatever dynamic or reason, right? So stop judging your actions. Acknowledge your wins. Don't just stack those failures. I'm okay with failures. I'm cool with failures. You know why? Because they're not always failures. With the right information, we can take right action and we know what to do with it. Do you know how many times the percentage is high? Over the course of training and helping friends and people with fitness, people thought they were failing and they just didn't even know how to tell whether they were winning or not. I will teach you how to do that, but we've got to work together for me to show you. And you've got to take action for me to show you. Because I don't guess. You want to frustrate Coach Stacy? Make me guess. I don't like guessing. Because my brain loves information and it loves expertise and it loves helping you zero in on that next step action in our strategy to minimize your effort, but pack a big punch when it comes to results and momentum towards your results. So if you put effort out, I want it to mean something. I want it to make a difference for you. I don't want you losing 20 pounds, regaining it, losing it again, regaining it, losing it again. Let's get off that cycle. You and I will make progress together. No more of that. That happens everywhere else, but we don't want that to happen here. If it does, do not beat yourself up, okay? That is a red flag that we have something that we can work on, a strategy, either mindset-wise, nutritionally wise, or maybe even exercise, or maybe the whole plan of strategizing better of for example, I need to know your top 3 goals. If your fitness and health goals are competing with a career goal and a home or a relationship goal, I need to know all 3 of them. So if you'll be transparent enough to share them with me, I'll help you strategize how to not let them compete with each other, okay? I wouldn't want to go it alone. You don't have to. I'm offering to help you. Just share. I will not share anything that you share with me unless you tell me that I can. I usually ask permission. Okay? And if you inspire me to share something because you've inspired me and I know it's going to help other people, I will share it, but I will not share your name. Okay? And I will not give all your details. I understand privacy and I respect you guys and I respect your strength in taking action towards your journey. I love progress. And when people take progress, no matter how slow, how small, I think it's respectable because so many in life don't choose to take action. They don't choose better. And I find life valuable. And I think there's value, absolute value in protecting our health and our fitness so that you can rock life out at your best self, whatever that means for you. And so taking the next step, what it should ensure is that you don't get overwhelmed. You just take that next step forward. Have you ever crossed a water or something and you didn't want to get your shoes wet? Like maybe it was pavement with holes in it, potholes. Like we have none of those here. We do. Or like you're at a creek or something and you're trying to cross. Well, at first you're like, can we do this? You kind of assess the situation, but then you take a next step. But once you take that step, your brain identifies the opportunities of where that next step should be without you sinking an entire foot in and having water up to your knee, right? So you got to take action. But let's get specific about it. It doesn't matter how small, it doesn't matter if it's a big leap, but I don't want you wasting energy and I don't want you getting burnt out. So it's not always about the big leaps. It's just about right steps. That next step is saying just take that next step, but don't do it alone. Please let me help you strategize it, because in that strategy between you and me, this is where we're going to logically sum up what are the challenges you're facing, what are those top 3 goals, and is there any competition with them? How do we maximize your efforts and get the biggest results? How do we maximize the time that you put in and let it be fewer time but bigger results? You know what I'm saying? And then what resources do you have available to you? Maybe it's me, maybe it's another H45.CLUB member, maybe it's somebody in your network of help that's your support system. But if we can get that strategic plan, and then we're gonna look at, are you committed? What is the challenge this week? Is it even able to be pulled off? How do you do it? Because say we talk and strategize and you like the light bulb goes off, you feel better, you're like, oh yeah, I'm good. And you go to do it and then you realize I'm missing a piece. Then speak back up. Don't stay stuck. Take that next step. Don't let it overwhelm you. And if it does, you and I need to talk, okay? There you go. You're not alone. You're not doing this alone. We'll take that next specific step. It's not about doing more. It's about taking right action. Let's strategize together. When we collaborate, my skill set and your skill set, it's going to come into fruition, and it's going to have more power behind your action. And that is when the game starts changing. Okay? None of this cyclic losing, gaining. We're going to get off of that cycle. That can happen everywhere else, but I don't want it to happen here, because here we get your power back. Okay? We don't lose it. And I want you to experience something new about you and your body. And once you learn your body and once you learn it, you can use it for the rest of your life. It's that amazing. Okay? All right. Have an amazing day. Stay strong. Keep your mindset strong, because we don't just want to get there. We don't want to strong arm ourselves to our goal. We want to kind of learn to thrive. And that's why the mindset piece is so important. We're going to break through the plateaus, even in mindset. And then once you get to that mountaintop victory of your goal, because you are getting there, you're going to thrive there. You're not going to be like, well, now what? What do I do? You're going to just be like, yes. And then you're going to take that next step. Okay. Guys, go be well, go be strong. Keep your power, build your strength. Thank you for being part of our H45.CLUB virtual fitness community.